Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Great Beyond.
What is going on, Pudgy fam? Welcome to the Great Beyond, the podcast that takes you on a journey to the fascinating world of...
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hey, man. Hey, happy Taco Tuesday to you, sir. ¿Qué pasa, man? What's happening? What's going on here?
Oh, hey, Lourde. I didn't know you were here.
Well, nice to see you too, Fareed. Hey, you know, we're huge fans of yours here at the show, but I think you're in the wrong studio. This isn't Dap Central, you know what I mean, man?
Oh, yeah, of course. I probably went through the wrong door. Sorry about that. You want your mic and headphones back?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. If I could, thank you.
Yeah. So here you go. Again, sorry about that. I'm going to take off now, but can I come back sometime?
Hey, you're always welcome here at the show, Fareed. You know, we're big fans of yours, so you're always welcome. Just let us know. Hey, we got a whole chair on the other side of the table, sir.
Thank you for the kind words. Have a great show.
Hey, thank you, Fareed. We sure will. All right, Pudgy, let's go ahead and get started.
Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Great Beyond.
Houston, we have a problem.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to The Great Beyond, the podcast that takes you on a journey through the fascinating world of crypto and beyond. I am your host, Lourde, the voice that tickles your brain and leaves you wanting for more. And over to my left is my round and trusty feline co-host, Pudgy Cat. Say hello, Pudgy. I completely agree with you on this one, Pudgy. In today's episode, we have a very special guest, someone whose name is synonymous with regulation and crypto, none other than the famous, or should I say infamous, Gary Gensler.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Great Beyond, Gary.
Thank you for having me on the show. It is another day of work for me, but my identical twin brother, he's at the beach, so...
Hey, really? You have a twin brother? I have a quick question for you. Have you ever, switched places with him to, feel a little bit of love in your life sometimes?
Oh, that sounds like a nice idea, but no. My twin brother and I share a close bond, but we've never switched places. We have our separate paths, except for when we both go to the beach, like we should right now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gensler, but we'll let you join your brother as soon as we're done here. Let me introduce you to our dear listeners who might not be as well versed in the world of finance and crypto. Gary Gensler is a former chairman of the U.S. Commodities Futures and Trading Commission and the current chairman of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. So, Mr. Gensler, tell us, how does it feel to be the most hated person in the crypto world? Do you ever get tired of being despised and ridiculed every day by every person on earth?
Well, Lord, it's not always easy being in the hot seat, but someone's got to do it, right? It's my duty to protect investors and maintain market integrity. Even if that means making a few enemies along the way, I embrace it. Imagine me as if I were the Batman.
Okay, you just said the Batman. Can you explain that one, please?
I'm filthy rich and I like to dress up at night. Isn't that enough? It should make me the most popular guy in the room, you know.
So, let's see if you actually are the most popular guy in the room. We have a clip of you trying to act as a vigilante while interrupting a comedy show by Jimmy Carr. Do you remember how that went? Let's take a look.
You, sir. What did you say? What was it? Stop stalling? Yeah? What's your name? Gary. Are you trying to say Gary? Watch me. Gary. Yeah. The fuck is that? Well, Gary, if you want my comeback, you'll have to scrape it off your mum's teeth.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh,
Listen, you've been called a professor and an expert on blockchain digital currencies and fintech while at MIT. How do you balance your academic interests with your total lack of understanding of the subject?
I believe in a balanced approach. I've learned a lot from my students and colleagues. I just do the opposite because I trust the voices in my head much more than my students and colleagues. They're telling me to fart right now. Do you mind if I fart?
As a matter of fact, I do mind completely, so don't.
Okay.
So, you've been accused of being a puppet of the big banks and corporations that want to maintain their monopoly and control over the money supply. How do you respond to allegations, and how does it feel to have a hand up your, well, let's just say your back all the time?
It's all part of the game. When you're in a position like mine, you're bound to do it. Sorry, they're pushing their hand way deeper. Not gonna lie, though. I kinda like it.
Oh, yeah, so let's change the subject, please. You have a reputation of being a hard-nosed and ruthless regulator who doesn't hesitate to sue or fine anyone who dares to challenge your authority. How do you justify your heavy-handed and arbitrary approach to enforcement? Do you have any respect for the rule of the law?
Lourde, it's not about being ruthless. In case you people have forgotten, this block operates under the same rules as the rest of the city. Mama is not the law. I'm the law.
Wait a minute. Was that a line from Judge Dredd, the movie?
Yeah, I had an audition for the role of Judge Dredd, but they ultimately cast Carl Urban.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Very much so.
I always wanted to be compared to Judge Dredd.
Well, it didn't work out that way, unfortunately. But instead, you've been compared to J. Edgar Hoover, the notorious former director of the FBI, who abused his power and violated civil liberties. How do you feel about such comparison?
Oh, those comparisons are quite dramatic. Also, I don't have enough hair to be realistically compared to J. Edgar Hoover.
It seems you finally found a real bald, and I don't mean genius.
What was that?
Nothing. Don't even worry about that, Mr. Gensler. That was nothing. Hey, Pudgy, Joe was right, man. Look at that.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about that, Mr. Gensler. Let's not lose focus on our interview, okay? So, you've been involved in several controversies and scandals during your career in the government and in the private sector as well. How do you cope with the negative publicity and criticism that you've received from the media and the public as well? Do you ever feel any remorse or guilt?
Lourde, it's not about feeling remorse, it's about learning and adapting. I always strive to do what's best for investors in the market. Negative publicity is just part of the package when you're in my position.
So, you don't believe you are intentionally misrepresenting cryptocurrency, do you?
I don't even know what crypto is. How can I misrepresent it? Just like the word security. Listen at the sound of this word. It gives you a sense of safety. That cozy feeling I always missed in my life.
Hey, wait, Gary. Hey, are you crying? Are you crying?
No, it's just a speck of dust in my eye. The same dust used for your crypto scams. How do you manage to scam people using dust? Are you trying to sell vacuum cleaners afterwards?
Mr. Gensler, you have very few ideas about crypto and they are very confused. But legend says you have a secret lair filled with confiscated crypto tokens. Can you confirm or deny this? And if it is true, do you, occasionally jump into them like Scrooge McDuck?
Afraid I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of such a layer, but life is like a hurricane here in Duckblur. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a Duckblur.
Hey, that's the DuckTales theme song, right?
Is it?
Hey, Pudgy, I think this guy is gone, man. Like, he's out there, How's he stuck in the life of a 10-year-old?
No, I'm not. Mama says I'm a big boy now.
Are you now? Let's test it. you've expressed concerns about crypto being a Wild West. What does that mean? You see yourself as a sheriff, maybe? And don't you think you're a little old to be playing cowboys?
We deal in lead, friend.
All right, I know you see that, right, Pudgy? Pudgy, I know you see that. Hey, Gary, let's answer some few more questions, maybe, and, it's almost bedtime, buddy.
Okay.
So, in the spirit of blockchain's transparency, what do you consider tokenizing yourself so that the crypto community can vote on your actions in real time? What do you think about that?
What does tokenize mean? I think tokenize might be when you turn something into little tokens or pieces, like breaking a cookie into smaller crumbs. Or, is that right? I'd love to be a cookie.
Okay, Pudgy, I think he finally broke. Let's go ahead and wrap this episode up. I think he's just been through too much, bro.
Can I go to the beach and see my twin brother, please?
Oh, of course, Gary, you can go. Go ahead. All right, have fun. Take care.
Bye.
Pudgy, that was a little off kilter right there, man. That was a little way out, okay? Well, thank goodness that is over. And thank you all, dear listeners, for joining us today on this amazing journey with Gary Gensler. We hope you enjoyed it. If you had as much fun as we did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our cosmic communities, and stay tuned for the next mind-blowing episode. Until then, my friends, stay curious, stay engaged, and expand your horizons with the Great Beyond.
I'm done. All right. Cool. Time. Shit. I don't get paid for the shit.